We've all seen it on TV. When a donor heart becomes available, medical teams must move quickly. The organ is removed and preserved by placing it in ice. The heart must arrive at the recipient's hospital within 6 hours. That's because over time, the ice gradually damages the heart, potentially making it unfit for transplant. But a new medical device actually keeps hearts warm and beating during transplant. This could be a major breakthrough in transplant history. The first human heart transplant took place in a hospital in South Africa in 1967. Since then, it's become a fairly routine procedure, with about 5,000 of them happening every year, 2,000 here in the United States. While there have been many significant advances in the techniques and technology used, there's one aspect of the process that has pretty much remained the same. Yep, getting the heart from point A to point B still involves putting it in a cooler full of ice. Here at the UCLA Medical Center, they're testing out a new device that will revolutionize how organs get transported and make a cooler a thing of the past, at least for organ transport. The machine is called the Organ Care System, and it could double the amount of time a heart can remain outside of a body.
A human organ has never been kept alive outside of a human body until this machine became a clinical reality.
Dr. Abbas Ardahali is the head of UCLA's Heart and Lung Transplant Program.
It makes intuitive sense to a layperson to say, instead of having my heart on ice, I want it to be warm, I want it to be beating.
For some of his patients, like 44-year-old Sandra Aguilar, this clinical trial isn't just an opportunity to test a cool new device. It's a second chance at life.
Tú eres mi vida.
También ustedes, hijo, tú sabes que tú y tu hermana son mi pedazo de corazón y de mi vida. Y que si en este mundo estoy luchando es por mi vida, es por ustedes dos. Tú lo sabes mucho.
She suffers from a debilitating condition called cardiomyopathy and has been waiting for a heart since last December. Para usted, lo siento.
Gracias.
¿Cómo ha afectado su vida esta condición del corazón?
Mucho. Mucho he dejado. Pues mi vida, se puede decir, ha cambiado al 100%. Ya no pude trabajar, ya no pude estar con mis hijos, ya no pude salir, ya no pude apreciar lo que hacen en la escuela.
Sandra decided to participate in the study, which is designed to compare the outcomes of patients who receive hearts through the organ care system against patients who get their hearts transported on ice. The patients that you were talking to participate in this trial using the organ care system, how have they responded to that?
Once they fully understand the concept, they say, so why didn't you guys come up with this sooner?
Today, 8 out of 10 available donor hearts never make it to a patient in need due to a variety of factors, including the distance between hospitals. This device could potentially expand the window of opportunity for transplants while preserving the hearts in a more optimal environment.
We feel very comfortable or confident in the organ care system's ability to at least double the heart transplant volume over the next 5 years.
Waleed Hassanin is the founder and CEO of Transmedics, the company that came up with the organ care system. His eureka moment came while training to be a cardiac surgeon.
The same organ that I'm supposed to be dedicating 10 or 11 years of my life to train how to protect. When it comes to transplant, which is the pinnacle of cardiac surgery, the heart is just thrown in a plastic bag filled and stored on ice. That was the first revelation that there has to be something better.
Waleed hopes that one day, learning how to use his device will become part of the standard training for surgeons. But for now, the company operates a lab where doctors practice using the organ care system with the closest thing to human hearts, pig hearts. Hopefully they're gonna let me handle the hearts. I don't know if they're gonna trust me. I'm no surgeon, but I've dissected my fair share of animals with my biology background. So I'm gonna do what I can to be able to poke that thing and feel a beating heart in a machine. Once removed from the donor's body, the heart is quickly connected to the device through the aorta. This is seriously just one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, you guys. There is a heart beating right in front of me. It continues to receive warm blood, as well as a proprietary formula of nutrients. Conceivably, how long could you keep a heart beating on this?
If you can renew the
blood?
it can go as long as you would like.
Tamara Hayal, the VP of Clinical Development at Transmedics, showed me how the device allows clinicians to monitor the heart's rhythm and other vital signs every step of the way. So this thing lets you know that everything is going okay?
Absolutely.
And what happens if something goes wrong?
You'll have detection here and alarms that are going on to tell you that you're out of range, and you can immediately control it. You can change pump flow. You can navigate into menus to change the settings to actually treat this heart. So you have a very comprehensive analysis of how this heart is behaving, and you have a chance to improve that behavior if needed and when needed.
So I have two questions for you. One, how fragile is the heart? And two, can I touch it?
One, it's not very fragile. Two, yes, you can touch it, but it's not the norm during clinical practice.
Okay, not the norm? You're going to make an
By all
exception?
means, you can touch it. This is a training heart today, so by all means, if you want to feel the ventricle pulsating, right side and left side, and you can feel the vessel itself, see the pressure in the vessel.
Oh, it's warm.
It's warm, it's beating, it's functioning. It's just functioning as if it's in your body.
Gosh. And it's not just hearts which can be transported on this system. There's a similar study currently underway with lungs, which has yielded some promising early results.
You see it opening and going up and down?
So far, it's cut the complication rate by more than 60% and improved the survival rate by 30%. This is the Transmedics clean room, where the organ care system gets assembled. So far, hundreds have been manufactured and sent to 8 different countries around the world. And hopefully next year, with FDA approval, it'll become available in the US, where there are more heart transplants than anywhere else in the world. Not content with just finding the perfect way to transport organs, Transmedics is also partnering up with research centers on testing cutting-edge therapies with their device.
We can take a lung out of a patient suffering from severe pneumonia, put it in an organ care system for a few hours, and subject the lung to a significant level of antibiotics that we cannot give to the patient because we become toxic. Flush the toxic antibiotics out and then retransplant the lung back. And we are sure that some of this will come to fruition over the next 5 or 6 years.
It may sound like science fiction, but then again, when you see this machine working, you begin to believe it.
Only on Al Jazeera America.
A team of scientists are taking their inspiration from nature.
Technology, it's a vital part of who we are.
They had some dynamic fire behavior.
And what we do.
Transcranial direct stimulation. Don't try this at home.
Techno's team of experts show you how the miracles of science
This is my selfie. What can you tell me about my future?
can affect and surprise us.
Sharks like affection.
Catch new episodes of Techno on Al Jazeera America. Check your local listings or visit aljazeera.com.